there is something we don't talk about a lot when we're talking about our success stories, and that is what I want to talk about today. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We all know that when it comes to sharing our testimony or talking about our success stories, we will go on and on and on about, oh, how God was faithful, how God came through, how God this, how God that we forget to talk about the process that you went through before that miracle happened or before that good news came. Like, most of the time we've made it now look like, oh, just believe God and then this will happen. Of course, I'm not over emphasizing, no, I'm not underrating, yes, I'm not underrating the power of God's intervention, but it is important that we talk about the process that got us to that point. It's just like somebody that is looking for admission and you're now saying, oh, how did you how did you gain admission? Oh, God did it. My sister, didn't you write jump? Didn't you read and pass for your jump? Yeah, these are the processes that led to the miracle. These are the processes that led to the testimony. So you cannot but mention those things when you're talking about your success, especially as it relates to our generation. It looks like a number of people are looking for fast, quick, sharp, and a lot of time we forget that there are processes to this thing. Oh, I want to get married, there are processes to these things. There are things that needs to be done before that thing happens. And there's a particular scripture that always ring in my head, the fact that God always said that he's going to put a blessing. He said, everything you lay your hands upon would prosper. He said, I will bless the work of your hand. You see, those two scriptures is a proof that something must have been happening in your hand and then God put a blessing on it. God is not going to put a blessing on an empty hand. He's not going to put a blessing on an empty head. There are things that need to be in place, and the power of process is very essential. Hey, a lot of things won't happen overnight. Like, let me use myself as an example. When I started my YouTube channel, okay, at least I already know a number of people, blah blah blah. I was thinking the day I start my YouTube channel, I can't have less than 100 subscribers. Trust me, I was on 86 subscribers for like 2-3 days. Like, you would think a lot of things are just not they are not robotic. It's a power of process. It is process. And yesterday when I was I can't remember what I was doing. I just saw my baby. Yeah, in case you can hear his voice, is right here with me. I just saw him, and then I automatically saw him. There is something on the, what's the word? The moment your baby start crawling, then you have to be careful with everything that you put on the table. So there is this particular ball that he loves so much. It was this toy that Katahe gave us when we were traveling. The video is on my channel. How I traveled with my 4-month-old, or was it 3 months at the time? How I traveled with him, actually. The video is on the channel. You can watch it. So that particular toy, I know it is one of his favorites. And before, he was just going to sit down. He had not started crawling. So anywhere that toy is, all he has to do is just to like express his desire to get the toy, and then I'll go and pick it for him. But all of a sudden yesterday, no, he has been crawling, he has been moving around. But yesterday it just dawned on me that there was a particular time that I would be the one to stand up to go and pick this thing. This boy crawled to where it was and picked it by himself. At that point, it just like it sent a message to my head, and I've been preparing to talk about this before. So it kind of sent a message to my head that there is actually time for everything. And if only we can be patient, if only we can be calm, if only we can trust the process, we would actually get there. Like, there was a time you would just be looking at it from afar, and there's nothing he can do until I pick it for him. But right now, is that anywhere it is, he would go there to pick it by himself. In as much as it is close to him, he would go there and pick it by himself. It is surprising. Like, how do children, our babies, go from this now to this? I was looking at his picture on Sunday, and it just dawned on me that, see the way this boy was looking, when we gave birth to him, and see the way he's looking right now. Like, he has tripled what he was when he was giving birth to. Why am I saying all of this? I'm saying all of this to say that whatever it is that you're doing right now, have the capacity to grow. Whatever it is you're doing right now, have the capacity to thrive. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, have the capacity to be big. You just need to trust the process and give it the time that it needs. Sincerely, like, currently we are over 600 subscribers on this channel. I told you when I started it was about 80 something subscribers, and here we are, how many months later? About 4 months later. Sorry, baby. Sorry, mom is shooting. About 4 months later, we are already over 600 subscribers. The process. Oh yeah, come to mommy. Sorry. Yeah, as I was saying, we're just 86 subscribers when we just started, and this is us. The process actually was not easy, and that is another thing I want to talk about. The process is not easy, but the end result should always be your motivation. Yes, when you see a baby born, you actually, man, I was sharing with my husband how that between when my baby was born and him right now, I actually prefer the him right now than when he was born. And it just dawned on me that most of the time we always look at our present situations and then forget the fact that we are still becoming. Yes, you might not like the you right now, but it's just a matter of time. You're still becoming. If you're a wife, it might look like, oh, you think you're not probably doing well, you're not doing, you don't even know if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. It looks like, oh, maybe this marriage is even a lot. You are becoming. And what we try to do a lot of time is to blame ourselves why we are becoming. It's just like a bread. You're baking a bread. You won't say, oh, because it is still just flour, you're going to toss it away. No, it is a process. It is a process. You might not like the whole place dirty where you're baking. You might not like the whole place scattered when you're mixing. You might not even like the fact that you have to put it inside a fire for it to actually turn to the kind of bread that you like. But the moment that bread comes out, you are the first person to take a bite. Why didn't you take a bite before it went into the fire? A lot of time we blame ourselves so much. Oh, maybe I'm not even getting it right. Oh, maybe I'm not even doing what I'm supposed to do. Oh, maybe if I had done this, it would have been better. Oh, maybe if I have done that, it would have been better. But now, calm down. You're still becoming. You are still becoming. You are becoming. It had not yet appeared what we would be. That is to tell you that when it would appear, we would look just like him. That scripture encourages me a lot. It always reminds me that I am still becoming. It is until you get to the end of yourself that, oh, maybe this is all I'm supposed to be. It's at that point that, hey, you can now. But every one of us, the moment we are still on the surface of this earth, we are becoming. So you need to constantly remind yourself that you are becoming. Yes. Enough of the blame, enough of, the pushback. God is not done with you. Yes, it's not done with you. Understand the process you're in. It's just like somebody going into a university. you already know that you have either 4, 5, 6 years before you finish, and you're not going to get to 300 level and say you're done now. No, whatever it is you are embarking on, always have it at the front of your mind. Maybe not at the back this time, at the front of your mind, that you are becoming, and you're going to get to where you're going. It is just a matter of time. It is just a matter of time. And this is the part where I also encourage you to subscribe to my channel. A number of you are watching my videos and you're not subscribing. When I went through the analytics, I'm like, what? But more than half of you guys that watch my video are actually not subscribing to my channel. This is the part where you subscribe. I'm expecting that we will get to at least 1,000 subscribers before our 6 months on YouTube. Yeah, I believe we can do it. We're already over 40,000 views and, you know, over 600 subscribers already. So do well to join this family. Your subscription, your watch, your comment, your like encourages me to actually shoot more videos regardless of on still. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for clicking now, right now. Thank you. Yeah, so as I was saying, it is understand that it is important rather that you understand the process through which you're becoming. Understand that this is not your bus stop. Yes, understand that this is not your bus stop. This is just, you're moving, you're still moving, you are evolving. So don't put too much blame on yourself, because the moment you start putting blame on yourself, you don't even have the energy, you don't even have the fuel to actually keep driving. Yes, you lose it when you start to blame yourself. And another thing that I also want to hammer on this video, don't compare yourself. Hey, don't compare yourself. You should not compare yourself. We see, this is something that it might look like, oh, is there a way you can do it that you will not compare yourself? This, that. You keep checking your friends out, you keep, you know, looking at their Instagram page, seeing what they are doing, this and that. Hey, if you keep doing that, you keep raising your blood pressure. You keep raising your blood pressure, because see, whether you like it or not, some people will do better than you. And whether you like it or not, you will do better than some people. But do you know the difference? The difference is the timing. It might look like, oh, this person is doing so well right now. You'll be surprised that in a couple of months, you're also there, or even more than. That is the irony of life for you. It is so funny. And this is why I keep talking about time. This is why I keep hammering time in your ear. Time will tell. The difference between what you're doing right now is time that will tell the story. Just give it the time that it needs. Understand the process. You're making a lot of process. It's just like somebody that is cutting down a tree. If you keep, you know, slamming in it today, slamming it in tomorrow, slamming it in next tomorrow, you keep moving like that, the day it will fall, are you going to say that the last one that made it fall was what made it fall? Really? No. It is a process of, it is a accumulation of what has been happening since the first slamming. Yes. So I want you to always remember this. It might look like, oh, and then when you see, so let me finish this first before I go there. So you have to really ensure that you are not comparing yourself with anybody, because our journey in life is totally different. The process, yeah, sorry. The process we are going through in life is very different. Everybody's layover is different. That all of us enter plane from Qatar, and from enter Qatar airline from Nigeria, does not mean that all of us are going to Qatar. Sorry. This is what you face when you have a toddler as a YouTuber. Hey, now what does you want? You want closure? Yeah, so as I was saying, that we all, you know, board Qatar airline from Nigeria does not mean that all of us are going to Qatar. Qatar is just a bus stop. no, is it bus stop now? It's just a junction on our journey. We are all going to, we are most likely not all going to Qatar. Some of us might be going to the UK, to the US, to so many places that we just have to like just, you know, lay over and then we move again, or, you know, pick a connecting flight and move again. What am I trying to say? Understand your process, understand your journey, and don't compare yourself. Another thing that I also now want to talk about is, I know this one, some of you might want to come for me, but it is the truth. When you see people shining, when you see people making progress in life, when you see that the tree that they've been trying to cut and cut and cut and cut and cut has now finally dropped, don't beef them all. They have paid their dues. They deserve all the attention, all the love, all the support, all the accolades that they are getting. That is one thing I want us to understand on this channel. If you see anybody that is being awarded, that is, you know, flying here and there, God has answered their prayer, don't envy them. Oh, their time has come. Yes, their time has come. Don't envy them for any reason. For any reason whatsoever. Don't envy them. You don't know how they've been cutting and slamming, and then now that the tree has finally fallen, you don't want that, you are envy them. Don't envy them. Don't envy anybody. Anyone that you see that God has decided to put a spotlight on, you should know that no, the person has done their dues, they've paid their dues, they deserve all the attention, all the love, all the support that they are getting from people. I want you to understand that. In that case, what do you do with such a person? Instead of envy, you celebrate the person. Yes, you appreciate the person. It's not the time to say, oh God, what did you do that I've not done? What did the person do that I've not done? Maybe a lot. But instead of you asking that question, rather you should say, God, thank you for this person. Mama Dejumo would say that when God is blessing your neighbor, is a proof that God is in the neighborhood. That means yours is coming soon. That means your time is here, because, you know, somebody else, you know, God has actually blessed the person. Another thing that you can do, if it is possible, if you have relationship with the person, even if you don't have relationship, probably the person has written books or have resources, maybe has a YouTube channel, go and watch, learn, see what they did differently, and also see how they waited before their time came. Jason, now, I don't have the luxury of time. I would have started mentioning people that I was seeing a particular lady on YouTube. I follow her as well. Is it lady now or woman? Baby Badmos. I follow her on YouTube. I've been following her for a while now. I mean, you know, subscribe to her channel for a while now, and I also follow her on Instagram, and I see her post. You know, I was seeing the number of views that she's been gathering since, you know, she arrived to Canada, and, you know, doing Canada content. And then it dawned on, I was now scrolling through some of her old posts and everything, and then I realized that this lady has been on YouTube for over 6 years. Like over 6 years. Like when I saw it, I was so happy. Like, oh wow, this channel is thriving, because I go there to watch her content and everything. And then I realized that she's been on YouTube for over 6 years, and this is me. I'm not even up to 6 months yet. You know, now imagine me saying, hey, I want to have the number of views she's having. I'm not saying it is not possible. I'm not saying I have to wait for 6 years before I get it. But I'm not going to like try to like envy or try to bring her down or anything. Take for example my Tolulokwe Solutions. She has been on, oh God. See, the power of time and processes. Sisi Yemi was sharing 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Oh my God, I was so happy for her, because I've been following her since a lot. Jason, now let's do this video. Let's complete. When I watched Sisi Yemi's video on YouTube of celebrating her 1 million subscribers, I was so happy for her. because this woman has been on YouTube for how long? Like, I've known her on YouTube. The consistency, hey, needs to be studied. Like, I was, even when I was going to give birth to my son, I could remember going to a YouTube channel to watch our birth videos, you know, because she also did CS. I went to her channel to watch her birth videos for her firstborn, her secondborn, and I think even her third. For you to for you to, you know, the consistency over, I maybe over 10 years or 12 years she has been on YouTube. That's for you to know that it actually takes processes. Anything you're looking for, if you can follow the process, you would actually get there. And then understand time. Understand time. Whatever it is you're doing right now, this can be applied. Understand time. Time is of essence when you're becoming. Give yourself that opportunity, give yourself that time to succeed. Don't rush it, don't push it. You can get there, you will get there. Always remind yourself that I am becoming. Yes, and if there is anything that I always remind myself about this YouTube channel, is that I am becoming. As I have celebrated 600 subscribers, I'm also still going to celebrate 600,000 subscribers, down to 6 million subscribers. And by that time, I would come back to watch this video and say, oh, I said it and God answered it. I don't know what you're also looking at, but this is the point where you actually say it and also watch God answer it. I hope you have been blessed. I understand it might be a lot to soak in, but trust me, I'm rooting for you. This channel is for you. Anything that would help you to become, I am here to give it all it takes for you. I hope at this point you have subscribed to this channel and you have turned on your post notification, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.